Following a month frantically searching for his lost dog, Alma resident Larry Osborne acknowledged that he had given up hope of ever finding Chloe after she disappeared on popular Colorado 14er Mount Bros. As the owners of the South Park Saloon nearby, he and his wife, Anouk Patel, put the entire town on alert that the 14-year-old lab pit bull mix went missing the fourth week of August. The year-round population of about 300 people kept an eye out, but as the 5-week mark passed since she vanished, no one expected that they'd ever see her again. "I'd told our son the dog had died," said Osborne, who held a memorial for Chloe in late September. "I mean, how the hell could anyone survive that?" But remarkably, on September 22nd, she finally made it home. The 90-pound hound had dropped upwards of 2/3 of her body weight. Her nose had gone white and her coat pale, but it was definitely Chloe. "It was a pretty emotional moment," said Osborne, of the first time he and Patel put eyes on the dog. "Even when she's sitting next to me on the couch now, it's still crazy to look at her like, how did you manage to do that?" Without the steadfast aim of Good Samaritans, Trinity Smith and her boyfriend Sean Nichols, also of Alma, it almost certainly wouldn't have happened. The couple, who previously lived in Breckenridge for 2 years after moving from Florida, read posts on the hiking website 14ers.com on September 20th about climbers who thought they heard a barking dog while completing the DeCalibron Loop, Mounts Democrat, Cameron, Lincoln, and Bros, and felt compelled to go search. Smith, 28, who along with Nichols had only started tackling the state's iconic peaks this summer, checked DeCalibron off her list just a couple weeks prior, finished up work that Thursday, laced up her hikers, and headed out to the summit of Bros. As dusk settled in and her cell phone dying, she at long last heard the cries of a dog. Unable to see the animal or get to a hard place where the whimpering was originating, she posted to Facebook page One Man's Junk Summit County and enlisted the help of Breckenridge local Mark Whiteside. The two didn't hear the whining again and were unsuccessful in their hunt once total darkness arrived. On Friday, Smith returned with Nichols after another attempt by Whiteside that morning turned up nothing. For 4 hours, and as the weather turned and clouds rolled through and made it difficult to see, they scoured the area, calling and yelling for what they still didn't officially know was a dog. "We still hadn't heard anything, and we were giving up because it started snowing," said Smith, who works in property management services in Breckenridge. "We were sitting on the rocks, and I started crying. We started to walk away, and that's when we heard the first bark of the day." Nichols, 28, shimmied up the vast scree field on the north face of Bros when the dog made enough noise to give him a sense of its location. Eventually, he saw it poke its head up high enough to where he could confirm it was stuck on a large boulder and unable to hop down. Nichols, an employee at Alma's All-Mart General Store, did the rest. Scaling the loose rock, he eventually grasped the dog and slid down the steep chutes on his butt. Unfortunately, the collar Nichols had pulled off Chloe and stashed in his pocket came off in the tear down the hill, so they didn't know who might be her owner. Overjoyed, they drove to All-Mart before they planned to head to a veterinarian when one of Nichols' co-workers, astonished, said she thought she knew to whom the dog belonged. She dialed up Osborne, whose roadhouse is located down the main drag, and he sprinted over, worried it might be his 1-year-old puppy, having long believed Chloe was gone. "He was there within 20 seconds, said Nichols. "When he realized I had Chloe, he just broke down. He thought she was dead because 6 weeks out in the woods is no joke." Following the tearful rejoining with Patel, the spirited Chloe was taken to the vet, and shockingly, she was found only to be severely dehydrated and malnourished. A minor injury on her backside, otherwise from sitting on the boulder, has almost healed too, and she already gained 10 pounds back over the weekend. There were no problems with her organs, everything checked out, and she's eating her food and on the road to recovery, said Osborne. "She's good to go, basically. I know that sounds crazy." Relatively new to Alma, neither Smith nor Nichols knew to be on the lookout for the dog, or that Osborne and Patel lived just down the road. And following the heroics, they each called the other a friend for life and celebrated Chloe's recovery late into the evening. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and consider sharing it with your friends and family. Thanks again, and we'll see you in the next one.